Hey kiddos, for art this week, we're reading the book Beautiful Oops. And in Beautiful Oops, Barney Salzberg, the author, talks about ways you can take your mistakes and turn them into something beautiful. And he has a lot of stuff that is folded and things that pop out, especially the page that has the holes like this. He's going from a flat 2D book. 2D means there's only 2 dimensions. Do you know what the 2 dimensions are? Length and width. The 3rd dimension is depth. When things are deep and go out into space, you go into another dimension. To create depth, all you have to do to paper is fold it. So I'm going to show you now how to make different kinds of folds. Look at this picture up here. Here are some really interesting kind of folds you can put. Some of them might be really challenging. You just try your best. There's no mistakes. We're doing a beautiful oops. Here's what mine looks like so far. I might add to it. I folded and glued paper and cut and took scraps and created my own 3-dimensional paper sculpture that is a beautiful oops. No mistakes on this. You just try your best. I want to do a quick review for all the kids about how we use our scissors, especially my little kindergartners. You guys might still be learning. Your scissors have a small hole and a bigger, longer one. Your thumb goes into which one? What do you think? Into that small hole, and it always stays on the top, and your scissors always point away from you, right? We don't want to point scissors at ourselves or our friends. So you put your thumbs up in that little hole on top and your fingers in that longer hole on the bottom. And make sure the scissors face away from you. When you're cutting paper, you hold the paper in one hand. Don't try to lay it flat and cut it. It'll move around. You got to hold on to it with one hand and you cut with the other. So in kinder, when you sit down, practice just cutting off a piece of paper. You're going to cut like this, open and close. Open and close. Keep that thumb on the top, trust me. And if you're trying to cut a shape and you're going, like this, don't do that. Turn the paper as you cut. Try cutting some circles. You can cut off corners and create triangles any way you want. You can use those papers, these scraps. You could take a little triangle, fold it in half, and boop, it becomes 3D. All right, let me show you how I make my sculpture now. Okay, I am going to give you blue paper. You will need glue. I think a glue stick works best, but any glue is fine. Scissors, and just a pencil to write your name. We're using this blue paper because I have a lot of it. That's really the only reason. I'm going to write my name, and now I'm done with my pencil. I will turn it over. Oh my gosh, look. My name is already on this paper. It's fine. So now you're gonna have a tray on your table that is full of scrap paper. Scrap paper is leftover paper. Some of it's been cut, some of it might have been drawn on, some of it might be torn paper. You have a lot of choices here. Let's start by grabbing a piece. I'm gonna take this one. And we're gonna do a simple curved arch. We wanna make it 3-dimensional, and the way to make paper from 2D to 3D is by folding. And all I'm gonna do is come to the end and just fold it back and press it like that. And I'm creating little feet. Fold it and press it. And now on those little feet, I'll put my glue. And then I can press the feet down. And now it stands up, it's popped out, it's 3D. So I've created sort of a rainbow design, haven't I? Okay, now let's do a roll, like a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll. I'm gonna choose a new sheet of paper, and I'm actually gonna tear it, or you could cut it to make it a little smaller. This one's pretty easy. I'm gonna go to one side, any side, and just put some glue down. Now I'm going to roll the other side over, and I gotta put my fingers in there to make it stick. It's always good to use both hands when you're in art. And now I'm gonna put glue right here. And again, I gotta stick my fingers in there to create a hard surface right on that fold line. And I'm gonna glue it down. Let's see, I'll put it right here. And I press it from the inside. And I've created a 3D roll with the scrap paper. Let's try doing a zigzag. I'm gonna use one of these long strips of scrap paper. If you don't have any strips at your table, all you do is cut it. You take a sheet of paper and you just cut straight forward. Hold it in one hand, cut with the other. So I'm gonna take the short side and I'm gonna fold it forward. Then I'm gonna fold it backward, forward, back, forward, back, forward. Now that I'm at the end, I let it go. And there's that zigzag shape that I made. And I just put glue. You can put it on one or both ends. I'm gonna start with one end, and I'm gonna glue it down like this, right next to my name. And it pops up. Gluing. If it's falling over like that, I could also put glue at the other end and glue it down. It almost gives it like a star shape. All right, another thing we can do is a curl. I'm gonna take that long strip I just cut, and I'm gonna take one short end and just roll it. Roll it into itself, just like this. And then, boing, there it is. And I can put glue here. You can try doing these. If you don't like it or it doesn't work, you don't have to do all of these. Just giving you some ideas. Let's see, I think I'm gonna try doing some fringe. So fringe are like little pieces that come off the edge, and I don't want my paper this big. Cut it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna fold one end like this. And now I just come to the bottom and I cut little pieces up to that fold. You don't wanna cut them off because a fringe is attached. It's not little pieces, it's just like, you could just go like this and do little snips. You don't have to cut that far either. But I will. And then again, right there on that foot. Let's see, I'm gonna put it right here like that. And there's my little fringe. You could just take a little piece like this and just cut, snip, just like that. And that creates fringe too. That's fun to have. I could roll it now if I wanted to. Another thing I could do is just like with this piece that I curled, I can curl my fringe. Ooh, this one's wide, so it's a little harder. Maybe if I wrap it around my glue stick. See? Kind of comes up. I think I might glue this fringe onto my roll. Have it sticking out like that. Let's try doing a square fold. I'm gonna take a piece of paper like this, and I'm going to bring, let me move this out of the way to show you. I'm gonna bring one end over to the middle like that, and then I'm gonna fold the other end like this, so that when it opens up, it's like a square, isn't it? I'm gonna have to create some little feet like this. And put glue on my feet. Not my actual feet, but the feet of my fold. And then I can glue it down. Gotta get your fingers in there. There we go. We can try doing some cutouts, just like in Beautiful Oops. Look at that, that's funny. Just like in Beautiful Oops, there were like little holes in your paper. You can fold your paper. And on that folded part right there, I can take my scissors and I can just do little cuts like that. And when I open it, I've got some holes. And I can make my feet, fold the ends, and I can glue them down. There is no wrong way to do this, kiddos. This is a beautiful oops. So anything that you do, any way you fold it or glue it is the right way. You could even, oops, that part popped right up. There we go. Put things over or on top of each other, like how I glued this piece on and that one. I might do that to my yellow arch. I'm gonna cut a short piece like this. And I think I will roll it. And put some glue on one end for my foot. And just have it popping off like that. You can do yours any way that you want. You can take little scrap pieces like this piece that came off of here, and I could do something with this. I might actually try to zigzag it. You could roll it. I'm going forward and back like that. And I think I will take a little piece and glue it under here. So it's like a little surprise. And I'm just gonna keep going. Just try things out. If you are in first or second grade, maybe in kindergarten, I'm gonna show you how to do a spiral. To do a spiral, you just take any size paper. You fold it in half like this, and you're going to cut a curved line. If you want to, you can draw it first. Take a pencil, and from the fold, in fact, I'm gonna open it back up. I make an arch like a rainbow. If you mess up on this, it's okay. You can still use it. It's a beautiful oops, right? I'm gonna create sort of a circle shape. And now I'm gonna start cutting inside my circle. Remember to hold it with one hand, cut with the other. And I just follow the inside shape like this. If you try to do this and it's difficult, do whatever works for you guys. This is a practice. There's no wrong way to do it. We're having fun with it. Boing. And there I have a spiral cut out. I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna put glue on that first outer loop. I don't know, it's pretty big. Where am I gonna glue it in my picture? Let's have a look. Maybe put it around some stuff like this. Whoa. That works. Have fun, kiddos. Don't get frustrated, do your best. I'm gonna put little baskets on your table where you can throw your scraps for the next class to use. If you have scraps, think about how you can use them in your art. Have fun.